love you, Kadosh Baruch Hu. And I want you to help me help your children to understand that you're always around. You might not jump in to stop the fight because you give free choice, but you're watching, you're looking, you're judging, and you're already making justice ahead of time. You know, God is amazing for a billion different reasons, and I'm not even exaggerating. You could literally name a billion things he's great for. That's when it comes to him, there's no exaggeration, yo. He's above everything. I was gonna say above nature, above physical world, above anything. And he's the father of this world, and he made this world and gave it to us. What you gonna do with it, yo? You gonna smoke your cigarette in front of people and then throw it on the floor and step on it? Or not even step on it? Or you're gonna get up and go all the way to the other side so nobody smells it and throw it out in the garbage can the right way? What you gonna do? You're gonna honk your horn because somebody blocked you double park? For the next 35 minutes, you're gonna honk your horn and make everybody suffer with you? Because that's what that is. You got locked in. You need to go. I'm in a rush. I have to pick up my kids. No problem. But now that you're gonna start beeping like a psycho demented maniac, excuse my language, you're making everybody suffer with you because you're suffering. That's not nice. That's not justice. Always make sure you put it on a scale and ask yourself, is this justice? What I'm doing, is this justice? If it's not, don't do it. Don't do it. Run away from the wicked, bro. I don't care if you have to go somewhere. You need a glass of water and there's a wicked person in the kitchen and you're thirsty and you want to drink now. But they're not going to be gone in 6 hours. Don't drink for 6 hours. Mitzvah. Why? Because when you go around them, a lot of things could pop off. A simple thing could turn into something real wicked. Just a pretext for a conversation. They'll say something, you answer, that's it. They already got you trapped. The bully, yo. How God will send a bully. I'm going to tell you, with this kid that I used to teach, used to tease this girl all the time. And I used to tell him, you better chill out because God's going to send someone to bully you about your business. All right. All of a sudden, a new girl came to the school from public school. She was a problem, rude, arrogant, uncontrollable, could not be disciplined. You understand? First day I come into class, she's sitting, what is that called? Indian style on the desk. I said, could you please sit like everybody else? I do what I want to do. I was like, all right, sit like that. I don't even care. And I was about to go on with my class, and this kid got up and he said to her, what are you, dumb? Well, you don't understand English? The guy's telling you to sit down. Sit down. So she gave him a look of death, yo. Got up, took this water bottle that was on her desk and threw it right at his head, yo. Like he moved at the last second and it smashed, like Trump with the bullet like that, yo. And it smashed right against the wall and the water bottle burst open and broke. And I was in shock, but right away I realized this is the bully that God sent to bully the bully. And then you know what she did after that? She found out who he liked and then started spreading rumors about him and telling everybody that he's in love with this girl and he chases her in the bathroom and destroyed him. And I remember one day I saw him all sad and I said, now do you understand? Do you understand what's going on, bro? You bullied this girl for 2 years. You're lucky Hashem only let this go for 2 weeks. He said, you mean it could stop? I said, of course it could stop. Go to the girl that you bullied, say you're sorry and mean it, and it'll stop. You think you keep bullying this girl, so that not even then you still might have to pay. You bullied her for 2 years, he might make you eat it for 2 months. Eventually it's gonna stop. But it's a lesson for you never to bully again. I don't care, bro. You could be the strongest person in the universe. Hashem will give you a pink eye. And you'll be done. Pink eye, a flu, a cough, a cold, a billion different ways to bury you. If he wants to. He doesn't. He lets the world continue. That's how I know he's the most merciful. The most merciful. You better get it through your head, yo. But he's only having mercy on those who have mercy on his children. He's only having mercy on those that are merciful. But if you're not, you're arrogant, you're cold, you're rude, you're difficult to deal with. Word up. Maybe that'll be the name of this video. Don't be difficult to deal with. You're gonna pick on everything people do. No problem. You're gonna be difficult. Everything's a problem with you. You have a complaint. You're this. I don't like change. But it's good for your wife and she loves him. I don't care. This is how you want to be? No, listen. Don't light fire on Shabbat. That's not a good look. I'm telling you, I'm at your business. Like this you want to be? All right, so go light a fire. What do you want me to tell you? And I wouldn't even tell you go light a fire because I wouldn't even want to have a hand in your sin. I'd just shut my mouth and bounce. Word up, yo. You know, there was this kid one time, like a nerd, sitting down by himself. I wish I was a nerd. That's my children's book. It's not even an insult. It's the biggest compliment. I wish I was a nerd. Word up, yo. So the kid was sitting down by himself, and across the street there was this bully. His friends egging him on, you know? So this kid was sitting there, but after a while he couldn't take it. So finally he got up and he stood up and he goes, "Shut your mouth." And that's exactly what the bully was waiting for. You see, when your mouth is closed, you can't get in trouble. But the minute he said, "Shut your mouth," the bully said, "Oh yeah? Oh yeah?" And he went to run across the street and tripped over the curb. Fell and banged his face right on the concrete, knocked out his 2 front teeth, and chipped a couple of more. Literally had to pick his teeth up off the ground, cover his mouth from the blood, and run home. You understand how Hashem runs the world, yo? You don't get it. There was a guy that needed to be killed by a scorpion, right? So Hashem sent the scorpion, but he couldn't get across the river. So there was this Rasha there. He goes, you see, he told his friend, you see, think God has all the might. I can't even there. The scorpion can't even kill this guy. He did some divinity. He saw in his witchcraft that this guy had to die by a scorpion. So he said to his friend, you see, and you think God is great. And as he said that, what do you think happened? So out of nowhere, a frog pulled up, he jumped on the frog's back, and the frog took him across the river. Killed the guy. The frog waited for him, so you can ask me why. I'll tell you why, because he had to go back. Why? To kill this dude. For disrespecting the name of God. Yo, let me tell you something. That's probably the biggest sin you could do. You can name me a million sins. Making fun of, disrespecting, playing with the name of God, mocking God, cursing God, that's it. There is no bigger crime, you understand? Wow. When you have people that do that, yo, and they continue to live, and they think they live because God is not real, but they don't understand that He's too real. That's why you're living, because in a normal world, you should have been dead. Right? Even if you didn't believe in God, you believe in karma. Nah, man, not even that, yo. It's only God, yo. Hashem, I love you so much. And I know you know that, yo, but I just love saying it, yo. Yosef was extremely successful. Why? Because he was always talking about God, you understand? And I try to do the same. I learned from the greats. I write music about God like King David. I want to be blessed like Elisha. You know how I know Elisha wanted to be blessed? Because he asked for double the wisdom of Elijah. So if he's asking for wisdom of Elijah, for sure he would want the wisdom of God. Elisha, I love you. Oh man, Elisha's dope. They're all dope. But I just like Elisha, man. There's so many things he did, yo. The salt in the water, the flour in the pot, reviving the kid, feeding them with no food, saying that the famine is going to end the next day by a miracle, and it did. Blinding the people and taking them to Samaria, killing the 42 youth, two bears coming out of nowhere. Man, Elisha. Wow, what a beautiful prophet, yo. He was so holy that even when he was dead, they went to bury somebody and they were coming, some raiding party, so they threw this guy to bury him, and he touched the bones of Elisha and came back to life. Understand what we're talking about? This kind of a tzaddik. Yo, I love that. The closer you are to God, the greater you will be. Word up. Nobody can dispute that. A Rasha would, but he'd be wrong. Always looking to be difficult. Always looking to cause a problem. You know these people, yo, they have to make a problem. And you know when they make the biggest problem? When there's the most peace. They wait for peace to be perfect, and that's when they do it, yo. I remember this one bully was bullying this kid, and the kid came up to him. I told you this in my last video and probably a couple before this, yo. And the kid came up to him almost crying, "Please stop bullying me." So you know what the bully told him? "Not mind your business." No. He told him it's all in your head. Playing with him, yo. Bullying him even more. And I remember looking at this guy thinking to myself, man, this guy's gonna suffer, yo. Don't want to oppress people. You think it's just oppressing the poor and the needy? No, oppress a rich guy, you're still gonna get punished for that. What do you think, yo? Unbelievable, man. I told this guy the other day, the one thing you don't want to do, there's a lot of things, but one thing for sure you don't want to do is make another person suffer. That's already one level, but make a person suffer unnecessarily. That's a whole nother category, yo. Get stuck to God, keep him in your heart. You won't curse, you won't get mad. You'll be in a constant, perpetual state of joy. You'll be master of your desires, not master of the universe, like this one guy I know calls himself. Get out of here, yo. Master of disaster. I should have told him you should have called yourself master of desires. If you were a real Yid. Davening nets, going to shul first in the morning, the first one there. Carrying a book of Tehillim with you all the time, and you're a bully, you're rude, and you're arrogant. Can you imagine how Hashem traps the wicked in their wickedness? I see it live, yo, and it's scary. But even this guy has good traits, yo. Amazing. Amazing how Hashem does it. Like this one guy I heard today say, yeah, narcissist, a bully. He could be the biggest bully, but he'll always have a soft spot in his heart for one person. There'll always be one person that could speak to him. You know what I mean? Maybe not. Even to that, there's an exception to the rule. But it is true. There was one lady I know, she was so controlling, yo. And I remember thinking to myself, man, I don't know anybody more controlling than her till I met her friend. And her friend is so controlling, he controls her. Crazy. Like this girl is a bully and he bullies her, yo. There's always somebody out there, yo, that can put you in your place, and you can be the greatest and it can be a bum. And Hashem will send him to humble you in a way you can never imagine, yo. He'll come to ask you for money, you're with your family, you don't have change, you're annoyed about something, and then you blow up. So go to somebody else. That's it, you could be destroyed right there, especially if you're a rabbi. Like this one rabbi told you, why does the noise bother you in the neighborhood? You're only visiting. I remember thinking to myself, what kind of a question is that? First of all, I care because of myself, obviously. I don't want to hear noise while I'm here visiting. But I also care about the people. Well, you don't care? You're the rabbi of the community and you don't even care that the people are suffering? That's kind of odd to me, yo. I remember I told him, I see pictures of you with the commissioner, the community officers. And instead of him saying, you know what, I should say something because I have connections, you know what he said? He said, oh, I see you're studying me. I'll be studying you, bro. I just use my mind to put 1 and 2 together with logic and understand that you're friends with these people. The people in this community are your congregation. I would think you would care. So I remember I asked him, do you live in this neighborhood? So he said, no. I said, now it makes sense. If you're going to be real, you have to have mercy on everybody, not just yourself. I already told you. I don't like the noise because it bothers me, but nobody else likes it either. You understand? We all know what justice is. We all know what disturbing the peace is. And we all know what being rude and arrogant is, yo. And I want to give a quick talk about social media, yo. Stay away from that, bro. Stay away from it because all it does is invite you to comment. That's all it does, bro. It just wants you to leave a comment, and somebody's going to argue with you. You're going to get into a fight. You notice that social media is always attached to suicide, depression, anger, and embarrassment. Very interesting, yo. Because it's not where Hashem is. Yes, sometimes in social media you can have Divrei Torah, and that's beautiful. But you don't need social media for that. You know what I'm saying? You can make a website with Torah and go there. Social media is set up in such a way to trap the user into committing a sin. That's how you notice Satan is all over it, yo. Man, you can embarrass somebody online so badly. I would not advise it, yo. Better to be thrown into a fiery furnace than to embarrass a person in public. Remember that. And you have people doing this for a living, yo. And I know their end is coming super soon. They don't even know. They keep growing and growing and growing, so let it. Word up. Sometimes you gotta let the evil run its course, you know what I mean? And I did that with a few things, yo. And eventually, Hashem makes justice, man. Nobody can have a claim against Hashem in the end. In the end, it'll be better than you can ever imagine. The justice. Ooh. How much do you love me, HaKadosh Baruch Hu? A lot? Like a lot, or just like a lot? More than you can ever imagine. I like that. I like that a lot, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And that's the answer you gave me in my mind. Love you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, forever and for always.